Okay, today we're gonna make some pizza in the bread oven. I'm gonna show you how to make the dough, and then I'm gonna have my son come help us make the pizza. Alright, this is real simple. I'm actually gonna measure this time, which I normally don't do. First you do 3 cups of water. Now you could do it with warm water. We're doing it with cold water only because our water is filtered and it's only filtered through the cold water. So you do 3 cups of cold water. And then you do a tablespoon and a half of salt. Sometimes we use the pink salt, but I just have the food storage salt, so we're just going to do a tablespoon and a half of that. And then you do a tablespoon and a half of yeast, which I usually don't measure, but we will for this. As your yeast gets low, you're going to want to use more, because of course as it sits in the refrigerator, it kind of goes a little low on you and doesn't go as much as you'd like. Then you're going to do 6 cups of flour. Now you can use this not only for pizza dough, you can use it for bread. Let's make sure I count. 3, 4, 5, 6. I know I make them a little heaping because sometimes it depends on your weather, whether your flour is going to be a little more sticky or have more moisture in it. Then you just mix it up with your hands. This is a no-knead dough. Just going to mix it up. Sometimes you'll need a little more water, sometimes you won't. Like I said, it depends on the weather. I like it a little stiff when I'm making pizza dough. And you just mix it up. You let it sit for 2 to 5 hours in a warm area, and it rises, and then you can just either use it at that time or you can stick it right into the refrigerator. And you can use it up to, I don't know, like up to 3 weeks, I believe it is, which is really great. You can take some off, make rolls out of it. You can make pizza out of it. You can make a nice bread for your family out of it. And it works out really, really well. We'll show you some when we come back to make the pizza that has already been risen. We did some yesterday so that we could do this in fast time. And we've got the bread oven heating up. Now see, this is a little bit on the dry side. See how it's a little crumbly down there? So I'm just going to add a little bit more water, just a tad. Oops. It's not an exact science. Sometimes it'll be really wet. That's good too. Like I said, you can't go wrong with this dough. If it's really wet, when it rises, it's going to be a little bit wetter than you started with anyways. You just sprinkle a little flour on top when you go to take some off. You shape it into whatever shape you want, whether that's pizza or bread. You let it rise. If you're doing a bread for 40 minutes, put it in a nice oven, about 400 degrees. Bake it until you thump on it and it sounds hollow and it's brown, and then you're all set. Alright, there you go. Then you just cover it, let it sit, let it rise, and you're good to go. Okay, now we're ready to make our next part of doing the pizza. This is the dough that we'll be making the pizza out of. As you can see, it's very stringy. And it has risen. It's smaller than it would have been because we had put it in the refrigerator overnight. And this is Matthew. He's going to be my sous chef, and he's going to be making his version of pizza. So Matthew, you want to get started?
Yeah.
Okay.
First, I take my dough.
Okay.
Next, I use the rolling pin.
Oh, you want to get a little bit of flour on your rolling pin and a little bit of flour on your dough. Yep, flip it over.
First, you want to get flour on it so you don't stick it on. I make it as big as I can make it. You always want to make the front and the sides long if you want a big pizza. Next, the ingredients.
Can I help you a little bit? Maybe make it a little bit bigger. You want a big pizza, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We like big pizzas. Okay, what do we do next? We get the
ingredients on.
Well, first we have to get
our pizza scooper.
Our pizza scooper. Who made that for us?
our next door neighbor.
No, this is the one Joey made us.
Yes, but our next door neighbor helped us. Next, ingredients. First, we need the sauce. You always want to rub it in. And if you can't get enough of sauce on the dough, you cover it with your ingredients. Next, cheese. Let me get a little more. Gotta spread the cheese out. Next, pepperoni. You cover the spots that have sauce.
That's looking like a really good pizza, Matthew.
See, little smiley face. Next, black olives.
What happens if you don't like those ingredients, Matthew?
I would give it to my chef.
Oh, because I like those ingredients. I see.
And plus, you're the best mom I ever had.
Oh, we thank you.
Good thing we replaced you with the other one.
We didn't. A little more black olives.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
And that's how I make my pizza.
Very good.
Next, we put it in the stove.
Okay, we will bring it to the
Stove.
Yes, we'll bring it to the bread oven in a minute and show you how we cook Matthew's masterpiece. And we'll probably make one more pizza for you to see on the other pizza putter-inner, as Matthew puts it.
Yeah.